Hi, and welcome back to another edition of Talk Right today. And today we're going to talk about resumes or CVs. Quite an important, quite a vast subject, actually. I mean, though it talks about just one page or maybe pages, but if you really look at it in depth, it's quite a bit. So I have my friend Mayur once again. We're going to talk about our experiences, reviewing CVs, what happens, what goes beyond the CV, what goes underlying thing that goes in the CV and how really it works in practice. So yes, Mayur, over to you.
Yes, good day to you, Santosh, and a very, very good day to all our viewers at Talk Right today. And yes, another session, another journey of, interacting, learning, understanding. And I first and foremost request all our viewers to please subscribe to our channel. And once this session gets over, if you have anything that you want to share, because I believe value addition is very important. So if you have anything to add value to our points, if you want to suggest something, not only about the subject, but even about future sessions, if you have some topic that you want us to talk about, then please feel free to write to us, and Santosh will share the email address later on. But do subscribe to our channel and let it spread. Coming back to the subject, which is CVs. For me, CV itself represents, curriculum vitae is the word, yes. But CV for me stands for character and victory. Because at the end of the day, what is a CV for, Santosh? CV is something that will get you the opportunity to present yourself in what we typically call as the interview. There will be multiple interviews, could be, the first one, the second one, etc. But the first step, I think, in fact, more than I think, I believe, is when you send a reflection of who you are. So to begin with, I would say that please, the attitude towards a CV has to be shaped up very well. What I mean by that is, the difference is casually creating a curriculum vitae or a resume, as Santosh put, or even what you call as a bio data, isn't it? So the data about yourself, I will use the word bio data because it's more simple for me to understand.
Yeah.
The attitude with which you create it is the first step, I feel, the attitude. I have come across people who have already made a CV, but they've forgotten to update it,
Yeah.
and they just send it. So
Yeah.
if you're serious about, so the first thing is you be serious that the first step towards getting a possible entry into into an organization is through the way you present yourself without even being there, and that is through your biodata. Of course, we'll go a little deeper into how we can make it, but again, remember that if you feel it is important, automatically everything that you will do will get refined and will get perfect.
True.
So I'd like to sort of put a comma to what I'm saying. I think it starts with the character that you want to present,
Yes.
and ultimately the feeling that you want to be victorious in the interview. For me, that's the
Exactly.
CV.
Yeah.
Character, your character, and the attitude to be victorious. CV.
Absolutely. Can't agree more. In fact, a lot of times when we have the objective, right? The person's objective, that is the first thing that any, person who possibly is going to recruit him or her will read. Now, in my experience, a lot of times that objective is a copy paste of somebody else's CV. And that person sometimes doesn't even bother to edit it, forget to edit. He doesn't even read it. And I personally sometimes I ask the candidate, so can you elaborate a bit about your objective? And it's a blank face.
Yes.
If you don't want to write, don't write. It's okay. Copy
Mm-hmm.
paste, okay. But is it matching your profile? Is it matching what you want to achieve in life? Make sure you really do that very seriously.
Absolutely.
Copy paste will not work and it'll
In
backfire on you.
fact, in fact, viewers, please understand that when you send a CV, and Santosh is an interviewer, and at a position where he's interviewed a lot of people, I'm sure he'll agree with me. A CV is a way, is a reference point for an interviewer to go deeper into the person.
Yeah.
The word here is elaboration. You will be facing opportunities or difficulties depending upon how much you're prepared or not prepared
Yeah.
to elaborate. When
Yeah.
Santosh put the example about looking at a particular point in your CV and asking you to speak a little more about it or elaborate, you should not feel that, oh my god, I didn't want him to ask that question, now he is, oh shit.
Yeah.
That should go away. So, and again, a fair point is, Listen, guys and gals, cut, copy, paste, and all is your choice. But at the end of the day, if you don't polish and go through what you've especially pasted,
Yeah,
it's going to be difficult because you will be already facing a feeling of nervousness.
agree.
Because when you're not sure about what you're going to be going there and speaking, and in today's world, you can't be a parrot. You just can't parrot out things.
Yeah,
Interviewers are too smart, three smart. They've seen more monsoon seasons than maybe some of us.
agreed.
So we
Tons of
have to,
CVs,
yeah.
tons of CVs are on in your inbox. How to pick the right CV? Sometimes, I mean, and sorry to cut you here, but
No
sometimes
worries.
what happens, Mayur, is there are so many CVs, and also remember, sometimes the recruitment is very important. You need to kind of, there's a turnaround time by which we need to recruit. So it's
Yeah, yeah.
very important that you pick the right candidate. So I may actually flip through, to be very frank. Sometimes I will really go in depth and read through, but sometimes the content of that CV itself is, visibly upsetting that I may not
Can I
even
ask
look
you,
at it, you know?
Santosh, I want to just ask you
Yeah,
specifically on this,
yeah,
and I wanted to continue. As an experienced interviewer, I mean, you've been a banker for so many years and at senior positions where you really flip through or scan through.
yeah.
What is it, and this will be very useful for our viewers, what is it that would attract your attention or make you just go a little, and what is it that may make you say, all right, it's the same cut paste. So is there something that you can share with us?
It may sound too funny, but that's a fact. I also look at, I mean, okay, if some recruiter is sending me, it's a different story. But then that email ID of the person also talks a lot more. If it's a Gmail, a Rediff mail, a Hotmail, fine. But I've come across names like Smart Bunty, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Really?
I will not get into this. If you are a candidate who wants to get into a super position, you must have a
Right.
decent email ID. Sorry, but that's a fact. Okay.
Are you saying that somebody sent an email saying at
Smart
Smart
Bunty
Bunty?
at something something. The name itself, see, I can understand Santosh Sirur 123. I mean, this is a issue with the Rediff or a Hotmail or a Yahoo
Correct,
or
correct,
whatever.
correct,
But
correct.
please, this you can use for your weekends and your parties. Okay, that matters. The second thing I will
Smart,
really go,
smart Bunty was never that smart.
unfortunately, to be very frank with you, the candidate maybe is really good. To be fair, but it is a first impression and it's the last impression. That's it. The second thing I really look at is, and you may say cliche, maybe typos, spelling mistakes, very common. And you may not even realize. That's the reason why, there's a point I want to make. Make sure that somebody else reads it. It's very easy to say somebody else, but even make sure he really reads it. I remember reading a CV, and somewhere the word dehydration came in. I'm like, what is this? So be careful. Typos are really important. And sometimes, we're so, we really don't think about it. We don't really go in depth, and that's very important. Other is the formatting of the CV. Sometimes, if you ask, and many people ask, right, how many pages should a CV be? If you
Yeah, yeah,
really
yeah.
ask me, and the way we have tons and tons of CVs with us, 1 to 1.5 page max. I will not even go to 2. 1 to 1.5.
Really?
If it's 1, that's it. And remember today, and this is very important, when you have your CV, you also make sure your LinkedIn profiles are also updated, because I would love to go on a LinkedIn profile, and similarly the interviewee may like to go on a LinkedIn profile and see who is going to interview him. So it's the same thing. Don't make sure there's no mismatch. I mean, otherwise it's a blunder. Another crucial thing, Mayur, I've got quite a few points to share, but maybe I
No,
can
you
add
should
here.
share. You should share. Please,
Uh,
please.
you must make sure your CVs match with the role that you're asked for. So it does not mean you have a master CV. You must always, I always call it a save as CV, a save as CV for this role, a save as CV for this role. The reason being, when you go through your job description, the JD, please make sure
Yeah.
you are able to synchronize your CV or the other way around with that, so that
Mm.
you're able to speak the language what the interviewer is going to ask you. So it's very important that these kind of things matter. Education
So,
background, don't go into SSC HSC, guys. If you're an MBA finance, I mean, stop somewhere. Okay, similarly, work experience, I don't think someone would love to know that you were doing marketing job in the first year of your career if you're applying for an assistant manager or kind of a position. So you need to decide where to stop. I think it's very, very important.
what about Santosh? What about an aspect which I used to focus a lot on is extracurricular. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, why I bring this up is because the fundamental question is it right or wrong or somewhere in the middle to put something that also highlights your personality and the other things that you would do other
Yes.
than your education and your work?
Yeah, personally, I value that a lot. Maybe that's because of my own CV typically will also mention about the broadcasting career. But it's not about only that, but otherwise also, frankly, it gives me a thought, an idea around the candidate as to what does he do beyond life, beyond work life. And there are some fantastic things I've read about, in whatever, it could be any hobby, but, reading, cricket, you got to go beyond that. Okay, that's very standard. And if you have a fantastic hobby, don't mix reading, cricket in that. If you have that hobby, only specify that. If you've done some fantastic social work, I mean, a lot of times you do end up doing some very good social work. I would love to read that on the CV because it gives me a perspective of the candidate. It gives me a perspective of the persona of that, candidate. So it's very important that he or she states it, and it does get importance to it.
Absolutely. Just to add value to your point, Santosh,
Yeah.
there's a nice English proverb which would probably find its relevance in with respect to our discussion.
Yeah.
It says that it is not just your aptitude, but your attitude that will take you to a higher altitude.
Yeah.
So
Good
it's
one. Yeah.
really it's really how you make, and if I put it in the context of an interview, but more than that, a CV, if you're able to even put across to a person who's reading it, because he has innumerable CVs to look at. If something catches his eye, which is to do with your character, your attitude, something like you said, some seva, some service, something different, maybe a unique hobby or an avocation,
Yeah.
with along with your aptitude.
Yeah.
I think that will make your CV, if I were to say stand out, could be along with a few others, but it will
Yeah.
definitely create a more impactful impression on
Yeah.
on the interviewer. In
Yeah.
fact, I would say that this will make the interviewer, like you very rightly said, Santosh, get a more rounded perspective about the interviewee future
Yeah.
or the person, but
Correct.
also will make the interview process more exciting, because he will
Exactly.
have some more questions. One
Yeah.
on the final note with respect to what I have to say is, I know of a friend in our own friend circle. His name is Amog, and I remember he got through a process of interview for the position of a flight purser for British
Mm-hmm.
Airways. British
Mm-hmm.
Airways,
Mm-hmm.
and he told me what got him through is when he said, for 3 months I wasn't working because I dedicated the 3 months in doing some social work under the auspices of our religious,
Yeah.
temple.
Yeah.
So that was his. So he said that when I was explaining, and I was explaining because he was really doing it,
Yeah.
right?
The
So
passion came out, right?
the passion came out, and he said I could see the interviewer getting connected,
Yeah. Yeah.
and somewhere he said that's what turned around the interview, because then
True.
he started asking a lot of questions to Amog.
Yeah.
So that's, I think, what people who write a CV should also do is look for things, practice things, do things which are unique, so that when they put it on the CV, it'll excite even the person who's reading it.
Absolutely. 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 You're spot on. In fact, Mayur, a person who is really working on a CV, I think I would also suggest that the first, once your name and your email max comes in, you must give a very brief summary, because 99% of the times the interviewers or the HR will go through the summary and then take a call whether to proceed further or forget reading, even proceed further or not. So your brief summary should be first brief, of course, and it should be a microcosm of what you've done. It has to be there. That's about it. Also, marital status, passport number. I don't know what all can. I mean, I've come across these CVs. It's not required. Photograph, not required. Depends. It depends. Certain
Depends.
hospitality industries may need it, but just as that's where again the save as comes into play.
What about putting in inserts with respect to? I'm just asking, for example, because we didn't have it when we were doing our CVs, like you mentioned. What about putting things like LinkedIn links, LinkedIn profile link? Is it important to put it on CV, or just assume that the person might go and check it?
Okay.
Like, is it important to put it on a CV that, because I'm sure Facebook is something I wouldn't recommend you to put on a CV, but LinkedIn probably is important because LinkedIn is perceived as a professional site,
Yeah.
for professionals.
It makes
So is it
sense.
important?
Yeah, it makes sense. But again, I would again go to an extent. So it depends on what kind of designation or the role you're applying for. If it's a very senior role, its assumption is that you already have one profile. Okay, and
All right.
LinkedIn is a good thing. You must be always updated. And there's another good point you brought out, Facebook. And a lot of times now, interviewers do visit Facebook profiles to get an idea of what this person is social life, is, and it's very, very important. And it's okay. It may not happen in every candidate. It may be coming to a situation when the candidate progresses to maybe the second, third, or even up to the final round. But yeah, these are key points in a CV. 1 to 1.5 is a must. You may say, oh,
Page.
I've had a fantastic 25 years experience or whatever, and I've done 10. Okay, there's another very interesting question that comes to us is about, I've worked with so many organizations. Do I mention every? Yes, you need to, but it should be again in the order of your current to the last. But the later ones, which you possibly were in 10 years or 15 years ago, those you can just make a very, very brief mention of it. But HR and again, people will definitely, if there's a break in your service, please make it a point to mention it. It's absolutely good, but be transparent. Very, very important. And nowadays, anyone and everyone faces these personal problems where you need to take a break. So it's okay to make very clear that you did take a break. Fair enough.
In fact, again, to add a little value to
Yeah.
your point, viewers, what I think we all can learn through this session, especially, we've been talking about people who may want to apply for positions of managers, etc. But
Yeah.
even for people who just graduated and who are
Yes.
applying for new jobs, I think there are quite a few very effective learnings that we can extract, especially from what Santosh has shared. I think one takeaway or a few takeaways, the first one being the brief summary is very important. I think I'm going to highlight once again
Yeah.
Santosh, because कभी कभी excitement में काफी सारा लिखने का होता है because there's so much you want to share. Don't. In fact, you want to share so much, wait for the opportunity to where you sit in front of the interviewer or interviewers and get the chance to talk. In fact, मैं तो कहता हूँ कि सब पत्ते मत दिखाओ. Show some
Agree.
things. I'm talking about some things which may not be most important in the CV. Keep it for the latter.
Yeah.
So make a brief summary. I think the paradox is sometimes we make a brief summary very long. So remember, the word brief is there are other connotations, but the word brief here is making it sweet, short, and concise. All right.
Agreed. Yeah.
I also think that another point that came out was get your Facebook, because I used to think Facebook pata nahi kya hai, but actually when you were talking about this, Santosh, I remembered there's an organization in Fiji which was telling me that they actually they advertise for jobs on Facebook as well, because
Yeah.
and when people apply, they get to see the aspects of that person which
Yeah.
probably are more seen on a Facebook than on LinkedIn.
Yes. Yes.
So मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ to the youngsters as well, please shape up your status on Facebook if you are on Facebook. Shape up your personality, the perception, everything matters.
Yeah.
And LinkedIn, I think, is an excellent site. We are not propagating LinkedIn in terms of an advertisement, but I do think it's a great site for you to
Yeah.
put up your profile for people to have a look. In
Correct.
fact, even interviews में आप बता सकते हो, if you're not mentioned in the CV, maybe in the interview you can say that I am on LinkedIn, and because sometimes you get more information on LinkedIn than probably what you would get in an interview, which could be very short in terms of time.
True.
So these are a few things, and I finally say is one thing we can learn is being honest is very important, but putting your honesty in the right way is also important.
Agree.
So for example, if you have taken a break for say a couple of months, be honest, but don't be honest just to say I didn't do anything, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, कुछ नहीं किया. ऐसे
That's
मत
going to
करो.
be, yeah. I mean, that
So
brings you back to Amog's, your friend's example. Absolutely awesome. You need to
yeah,
have a
yeah.
very clear thought process as to, and these questions are almost certainly coming your
Yeah,
way
the
in your
point
interview.
is, Santosh, the point is, हम लोग ऐसा कभी नहीं हो सकता है कि हम लोग ने कुछ किया ही नहीं. If there's a break, there must have been a purpose for a break.
Yeah.
Like I have a friend who was on a break because his mother wasn't well. There was nobody to take care. It doesn't make him a smaller person. In fact, it makes him a bigger person.
Exactly.
But you need to present it right way. No?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you want to buy a product in the shop, it has to be presented also to you. ऐसे कुछ निकाल के फेंक तो नहीं देंगे. So when you have done something or not been able to do something, why you have not been able to do something also. Now this probably we're getting into the realm of an interview where you talk and explain. But I think that, remember that there's a connection obviously between the CV and an interview. So here we are talking about a CV when you say, like you said, Santosh, be honest to say there was a period, there was a break. But be ready that in an interview, you should be able to speak about it.
Absolutely.
So I think has been a good discussion on, CV and biodata. Exactly. I hope our viewers, I hope you've picked up the nuances and certain specific aspects. And remember one thing, spell check, ये बहुत important होता है यार, spelling checks, grammatical checks. Get somebody to read, and another thing is customize your CV also, especially for probably managerial positions, depending upon the kind of profile you're going to get into. I think वो बहुत अच्छा point आपने निकाला, Santosh. So from my side, I'm like done in the sense, got some good points. Hopefully, if I get a chance to apply for a job.
I'll just add 1 or 2 points maybe, especially if you're a fresher. Sure. Especially if it's a fresher and fresh graduate or a fresh MBA. He or she may not have too much of content, of course, but still that one-page CV should include the kind of your projects that you possibly have worked on. If you participate in certain debates, if you participate that gives you a profile like this guy is an extrovert, is interested in, and that's the end of the day what it is, right? When you join an organization, you need to be talking to people, communicate. Please bring a flavor of that, what you possibly did in your colleges, in your MBA courses. And I think that will really help you to kind of, talk about it. See, your CV, as Mayur rightly put it, your CV is your starting point or your conversation point in an interview. So it's all interlinked, and that's what it really is. It's all about. So so that's about it on our session on resumes or CVs or biodata. Do write in your emails. We'll appreciate your feedback on talkrighttoday@gmail.com. And of course, as Mayur said, please subscribe, because you'll get those alerts of those new sessions that we record, and there it will be in your inbox. So thank you once again for joining us.
And I want to share one thing, that please share the videos as well. We are very excited when people are able to extract a few good things from our sessions, because that keeps us motivated as well. Thank you very much, Santosh, and thank you, viewers, and thanks from Talk Right Today.
Thank you.